यहाँ से आगे का स्टोरी है ना, मतलब अगर आपको ये प्रोडक्ट चाहिए तो भी समझना चाहिए, और अगर आपको प्रोडक्ट बेचना है तो भी समझ में आना चाहिए। लोग कॉलिंग क्यों करते हैं? तो बेसिकली 3 रीजन है जिसके लिए लोग कॉल करेंगे। मतलब पहला रीजन ये होगा कि ना लीड जनरेशन करना है, मतलब मार्केटिंग के लिए। दूसरा ये होगा कि जो लीड आ गई है उसको फॉलोअप करके क्लोज करना है, मतलब सेल्स के लिए। और तीसरा ये होगा कि सर्विस करना है। अब तीनों का थोड़ा सा एग्जांपल देखते हैं तो ज्यादा क्लियर होगा। और इस तरह की सॉल्यूशन सेलिंग में ना टेक्नोलॉजी में गुम ना होके ज्यादा फोकस करना चाहिए कि यूज क्या है, बिजनेस केस क्या बना है। जैसे मार्केटिंग के लिए करते हैं तो कहीं से ऐसा हो गया कि भाई हमारे पास है ना एक 1000 लोगों का लिस्ट है, वो एग्जीबिशन का था या पुराने कस्टमर्स का था या कंपनी के पास से आया था या कहीं और से डेटाबेस आया था। अब ये 1000 लोगों को अपने को कोल्ड कॉलिंग करना है, तो ये मैनेज कहाँ पे करोगे? तो मैनेज सीआरएम और सिनेप्स दोनों में मिलकर हो जाएगा। दूसरा सिनेरियो हो सकता है कि आपके पास बहुत सारी लीड्स आ रही है, आपकी वेबसाइट से आ रही है, इंडिया मार्ट से आ रही है, ट्रेड इंडिया से आ रही है, जस्ट डायल से आ रही है, और वो सीधी की सीधी सिस्टम में आ रही है और उसको अभी आपको कॉल करना है क्योंकि इंक्वायरी तो आ गई। अगर आप तुरंत कॉल नहीं करोगे तो कस्टमर जाने का चांस है, तो वो भी सीआरएम और सिनेप्स के थ्रू होता है। तीसरा सिनेरियो ये होता है कि आपके एग्जिस्टिंग कस्टमर आपके नंबर पे फोन करते हैं और आपका टीम उसको सपोर्ट दे रहा है। तो आपको ये जानना है कि भाई सपोर्ट जा रहा है कि नहीं जा रहा है, बराबर लोगों की कॉल बराबर हम अटेंड कर रहे हैं कि नहीं कर रहे हैं, कितने मिस कॉल हो रहे हैं, वगैरह वगैरह। तो ये जितने सिनेरियो मैंने डिस्कस किया ना, या इसके अलावा आप और जितना भी कुछ सोच सकते हैं वो सब कुछ इसमें हो सकता है। अच्छा, अभी मैंने जो थोड़ी देर पहले बात किया ना उसमें क्या हुआ, आई टॉक्ट अबाउट सीआरएम प्लस सिनेप्स। तो ये सीआरएम प्लस सिनेप्स का जरूरत क्यों होता है? बहुत सारे लोग कैसा करते हैं कि हमें कॉल सेंटर सॉल्यूशन चाहिए और उसमें आईवीआर होना चाहिए, कॉल रिकॉर्डिंग होना चाहिए, कॉल का लॉग मिलना चाहिए, पूरा कॉल का रिपोर्ट मिलना चाहिए। मतलब मेरे आदमी ने कितना कॉल किया, कितना मिनट में, कितना सेकंड्स में फोन उठाया, कितना देर तक बात किया, ये सब कुछ। ये ऑब्वियसली इंपॉर्टेंट है, बट इफ द टीम साइज इज स्मॉलर, इवन इन लार्ज टीम साइज, समथिंग एल्स इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट, कि एक्चुअल आउटपुट क्या आ रहा है। तीनों केस में एग्जांपल पकड़ते हैं। समझो कि आपने टीम को काम दिया है कि आपको लीड जनरेट करना है, कोल्ड कॉलिंग कर रहे हैं, तो आपको क्या जानना है? खाली कितने कॉल हुए यही जानना है, कितने मिनट बात किया यही जानना है। सो इफ अवर टीम इज डूइंग कोल्ड कॉलिंग एंड जनरेटिंग लीड्स, so it's not only important that we measure how many calls they did, how many minutes they spoke, but it is more important how many leads they generated and how effective were those leads. Similarly, if your team is handling sales, then you just don't want to know how many calls they did or how many minutes they discussed, but you want to know how many leads they closed. Same way in support, you are more interested to know how many tickets were closed and how fast they were closed. How many calls done, or how much duration the calls went on, or how fast the call was picked up, I think will come at a much later stage. Okay. And before Mr. Taufik Patel starts you with the solution, I also want to highlight one more point. See, call center solutions 10 or 20 years back were very different. Now things are very different. Back then, people used to set up a call center solution also because to save cost, because the cost of mobile calling and everything was much higher than landline calling. But now things have changed, and especially in India, we have the lowest calling rates as compared to the entire world. So now people are not going for call center solutions just because of the cost. There are so many other factors. Also, most of our clients nowadays go for SIM based calling. Means they will have a SIM card which they put in the Synapse server, and from there the calls are done. Why? The simple reason is that all your landline numbers people detect and then they mark you as spam thanks to the Truecaller, and then people don't pick up your phone. So you want to use mobile numbers. So that was the whole idea, that nowadays people are using mobile numbers more. And secondly, for smaller teams, perhaps you don't need a telephony solution. You can do without the telephony solution also, because in our CRM, we already have that facility. So you feel free to ask questions. And one more thing, As Emmanuel said, is looking to set up a call center in India. We can do a different and separate webinar for you also, just to discuss that particular case. See, every case is a different thing. Today we will be just discussing the what we can say general overview of the solutions that we provide. And as you saw in the video, we have already given this solution to more than 450 companies. These are small companies, larger companies, manufacturing companies, governments, banks, BFSI, everything. Okay, so I think Tawfiq, you can take ahead from here. And by the way, let me introduce you to the key team members from our side who are present in today's meeting. So one is Mr. Tawfiq Patel. He looks after the sales of this Synapse and CRM solution. And then we have Mr. Vishal Patel. Vishal and Tawfiq both are directors in the company, and Vishal is the key architect of the Synapse or telephony solution. Okay, so Vishal is the technical person and Tawfiq is the sales guy. Both available for you. So all the best, and you can ask throw any questions to Vishal and Tawfiq, and if you want, you can take their numbers and then have question answer offline also. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Tawfiq, please go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. So now, as per described by Ramesh sir, there are three main reasons for calling. One is for to generate a lead. Second is lead is received and then we are going to be follow up. So lead, follow up, and third one is the service call. For maybe after the sale, we need customers need supports. So before we start the demonstration or presentation of present our CRM and telephony application, I would like I have a, do you have any question or what do you want to see or what is your intention to attend this webinar today to see this?
Yeah, Tawfiq.
Yes, sir. Suhas sir has some query, sir.
No, not query. I am here to understand. In case of IVR solution based on Synapse, can we have a recording of all the communications happening through IVR? Means if I start IVR, press 2, go to a diverted call to a landing on one extension or a mobile number, shall that call be recorded? So if I press 2 for speaking to branch number 2, call is diverted to branch number 2, it is landing on a mobile there, and I want to know whether call gets recorded.
Yes, sir. Vishal, maybe this is possible, na? Call should be recorded in our telephone.
Yes, sure, sir. The call will be recorded. You can record the call from starting from the conversation, or even you can record the IVR also.
Okay. This was a fresh case which we have started handling today. So
yes,
I'll come to you for demo with that.
Yes, means if someone will press the 1 and call will land to example Pune branch, then that call will be recorded and call will be landed to the Pune's branch mobile number. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, sir. Emmanuel, sir.
Yes. I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. So I am already using one of the IVR solution called CCSP Touchpoint. And the main challenge we have with CCSP Touchpoint, not only because it's pricey, but because it's very heavy in terms of installation, so many plugins, and we have a lot of disconnection during the day. As you can see, I have double my dashboard is here, and every time I have disconnections and that server, it's really not stable. So so it means I am looking for a solution that will be replacing that for my new project. So absolutely, it's something that I would like to know the installation process. How fast do we deploy? Because the one I'm using is on working on Internet Explorer. So how does that? Do we have a separate application or things like that?
So we have a telephony solutions. Okay, that is a telephony system is in premises installed, and you can access through any browsers. Okay, and for the installation, it will take when you reach the devices at your location. and you have a ready telephony line, so maybe maximum 48 hours to be implement all this completely.
So is not because you see I'm working from home, I just need a VPN, but this doesn't have, that means you have a device that you use to install, is that?
So how many numbers of people are making a call from the work from home?
Work from home, I think about 100 or something, the
Okay.
whole thing.
Okay. So and which telephony line do you have?
Well, we are using our headquarters telephony line, which is not in India. It is in UK.
Okay.
So when I call from the CRM, from the telephony solution, I get a call with our UK headquarters number, landline number.
Okay. And that call will be on your telephone, mobile phone, and then call will be dialed to the customers.
Yeah, no, users, customers, they have a different number for inbound, and we have a headquarters one for outbound. So that configuration will be very important for me. I would like to know, then depending on the country, on where the calls are less, like we are also present in the US and Europe, depending on which of the countries, we will either put our outbound calls there, and then depending on the countries, we can set up inbound, because this is completely different branch companies and multi-country companies. So depending on where they are, they can use a call center number.
So there are some technical discussion we required. So we will have after this meeting, maybe Vishal Patel and myself will be in a meeting with you and discuss the requirement.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir. Because there are so many technical questions there. Okay.
Sure.
Thank you. So anyone other participant, is there any question? So there are people are maybe to track the telecalling team performance instead of the call recording. Okay. So Limesh sir has explained. So there are two solutions we have. So one is the CRM and second is the telephony. And telephony is if you required maybe IVR based call routing, call recording, and IVR is required, then telephony system is required. Rest of the features are available in our CRM, and we have a mobile app. So based on the mobile app, you can have a call log into the CRM system. Okay. So I would like to share my screen, and can you able to see my screen, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, fine. So this is my CRM screen on your on my screen on my desktop. So there are three business process investors explained. One is the for generate the lead. Second is lead is received, and then maybe you have a data is received from the various sources, maybe from your website, or maybe you have a database. So you can import into the lead module. So all data will be available here to start the calling. I'm going to clear it. And then this data will be allocated to your telecalling team by assigning the mass update. Okay. And then people will start making a call. So I would like to share my mobile screen also. So then you can come to know what is. So these are the lead data. So there are 1,15,000 leads, and you can allocate it to your sales people or telecalling team. So these are the assigned to. Assigned to is the telecaller name. Okay. So these are the name of the customers, maybe Ajay Patel and his mobile number. So you can start making a call from here itself. You can make a call. You can send an SMS. You can send a WhatsApp. You can send an email from here itself. And each lead has a status. Okay, and rest of the information, maybe this is the CRM is configurable, what other fields is required. So that based on that lead can be updated. So let's say suppose I'm going to open one lead inquiry. I'm going to filter, yes, lead is assigned to Gopi Mistry and lead status is one of assigned in process. So these leads are not dead or maybe converted, that data will be available here. So let's suppose Manish Singhvi. So there are 12 inquiries are in follow-up. So Manish Singhvi, RG Bix, like these are the details. Suppose I'm going to click on one inquiry. From here itself, you can start make a call. You can send an SMS. You can send a WhatsApp here. You can send an email here. And all these details will be available in this comment box. Whatever you have spoken by date wise, that available here in comment box. And these are the call logs. So whatever you making a call from the telephone itself or without telephony using the mobile app, all call will be logged into the CRM and that relate with that lead or contact module. So these are the call from the mobile app itself, and these are the call from the our telephone itself. So all calls should be here is the duration date. Is this outbound call or inbound call? What is the status of this call held or not held, and start date and time and duration of that conversation, and from our team who dial or receive the call from the users wise. Okay, so these are the 128-second call, and when you click on this, you can have a, if you have integrated with the telephony system, then you can have a recording itself here, so you can listen the recording also. So if not required recording link, this is an open recording link. When you click on that, you can play the recording file also. Okay. I'm going to share my mobile screen here, sir. So this is my mobile screen, and mobile screen is reflected on my laptop screen. So I can click on that. You can click on Sangam CRM, and here I can able to see my dashboard, and there are, I have a 4 leads and I make to call them. So this is tomorrow. I have a follow-up by tomorrow, Amit Shukla and Ruchi Agarwal. So I can do right gesture from here itself. I can make a call. I can send an SMS. I can send a WhatsApp here itself. I can send an email from here itself. So when I make a call, this call will be, actually this is routed from my telephony system. So first call will be go from the telephony system. I request a call and then call dial to the Ruchi ma'am. Instead of that, we can have a direct call from the my mobile itself. And this all call will be related here. So I need 2 times conversation with Amit Shukla sir. So these are the 29 April. Okay, and today 5 hours before I have called him, and what is the duration of that call? And after the discussion, I maybe update this. Let's suppose if I would like to say change the status of this inquiry, so I can change the status here itself. And if I would like to add a comments here, So whatever I have discussed, I can put a comments here itself. Okay. And from here itself, I can change the status. I'm not able to. So this is the status. Is this lead are converted or is this lead are dead? If it's still in process and Amit sir told me, you can call me tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. So I can change the follow-up date by tomorrow morning, tomorrow 11 a.m. So I can able to get the notification and I can able to see my own by dashboard. I have to call to Amit sir. So this kind of mobile app is help to this. So today's I did 68 calls. This is my screen. I can able to see there are 68 calls I did. So 8 was held and 18 was not held. So these are the inbound. So inbound 26 call is received on my mobile screen. 8 was answered and 18 was not answered. And for the outbound, I did 42 call. Among them, 26 was answered and 16 was not answered. And if I want to see the my team dashboard, I can able to see all the team members call record into the CRM system. So there are all people did today 691 calls. And this is completely drill down report. So there are 229 inbound call and 463 is outbound call. So this is the users based call. This is 68 calls by Tawfiq Patel, Lawrence 57, Raj Pratapati is 45. So these are the users wise, and these people didn't call. Like Surya has only 5 call, Priyanka has a 6 call, and which Rushal is only 1 call. So this kind of reporting will be available on your mobile screen, mobile screen also, and you can see on CRM web browser also. Okay, so let's say suppose you want to see the 239 held call. When you click on that, you can have a detailed call reporting yourself. Okay, so there are users wise bifurcations there. Let's say suppose you want to see 26 call of Tawfiq Patel date. So these are the list of the customers, maybe that inquiry or contact. So this can be available in your screen. So these are the number which is not available in CRM. So I maybe create a support ticket, or I maybe create a new lead, or I maybe create a new contact also. So this kind of reporting is there. So is there any question on this process? From the participant end? Is there any query?
We want landline phone or mobile phone?
Sorry?
We want landline phone or mobile phone? For
Pankaj bhai na?
yeah, Pankaj.
हाँ सर, लैंडलाइन फोन चाहिए या मोबाइल फोन चाहिए, सब बोल रहे हो?
Yeah.
So there are 3 types of telephony line. One is PRI and second is mobile SIM.
Okay.
Okay. So if you have a PRI line, then we will have a telephony system where you can plug your telephony line, PRI line. And if you have a mobile SIM, then we will give the GSM gateway. Your mobile SIM will be plugged. But
how many users are using?
Our telephony system, there are 3 types of telephony system. One is Synapse Mini that supports 30 concurrent call, 30 concurrent users. And if you have more than 30, so we have a Synapse Plus also.
Okay.
And starting, I told you, okay, if you do not need any recording, or you do not need IVR based call routing, so then you no need telephony system, because all reportings are available in our CRM with the help of mobile application. Okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, sir. Yeah, sir.
One question is it you mentioned about some device that have to be installed on site.
Yeah.
Question being, how does it work with the mobile app? Is it that if you get the mobile app, you need to link it with the device that is on site, or how does it work?
No, we have a CRM application, and CRM and my mobile application is a part of CRM. Okay, and telephony and CRM both are the integrated with the help of integration connector. So
Okay.
connection is users based. So let's suppose Tofik has users in CRM and extension number is mapped in my telephony system is 11.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amin sir, please. Your voice is not coming, sir. You have to unmute. Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, okay. No, I was expecting your team to unmute me. It's okay.
Okay.
So my question is, if I'm not very much about the recording and all, my concern is if this is not a recording based system, then
Into ServiceNow on the same web browser so that it can pop up with username. But the thing is, this is possible only because this is not sales, this is technical support. So it's completely different, means everybody calling is part of ServiceNow. It has an account in ServiceNow. So when we log both of them together, then only it pulls data. So now my understanding is that you guys have both the telephony and the CRM together. If that is the case, then names with respect to technical support will be very much useful, that they pop up on there automatically we don't need to join that anymore or update, because anybody when he's joining a company, they'll link it. So my question will be, is it working automatically when you're doing technical support? I'm not talking about sales, because clients that are calling for sales are people that you don't know them. So they might have registered themselves via leads or something, or via Facebook. So probably you might not have their record in your system. But for those that you have records, my question is it linked automatically, or we have to do the same way of doing as this? Because this cost me a lot of trouble to actually have it configured.
CRM and telephony both are the automatically integrated.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Any more questions from the team participant? So this kind of pop-up will be, I hope you can able to see my screen. Hello?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
This kind of pop-up will be pop-up on my screen. Is this outbound call or is it inbound call? When you receive inbound call, so number, person name of that caller, maybe customer's name, what is the designation, customer's company's name, email ID, or maybe you want to select the call type, what is the purpose of his call, or you can enter the remarks here itself. And from here itself, you can create a lead or maybe opportunity or the create a ticket from this page itself. Okay, then rest of them manage maybe your sales and service process. Okay. So when I click on that create a tick, rest of the information will be fetched from the master itself. So you no need to enter those details again. Okay. So let's explain about the telephony diagram. So this is my telephony server. Your telephony line will be maybe PRI or maybe PSTN or maybe GSM SIM. All line will be terminated on my telephony server. If GSM, then we will give the GSM gateway. And PRI, so PRI will be plugged on my telephony server. So there are two types of PRI. One is PRI on card and PRI on SIP. So if it is PRI on card, then you need PRI on card. And if it is PRI on SIP, then easily terminated directly on this. This telephony server is connected on my LAN networking switch. And then people will use as an extension, maybe laptop or desktop, and install the soft phone application using the headphone to communicate with the customers. And maybe they will use IP phone also. So this IP phone and telephony device server will be connected on LAN, and your mobile phone is also used for the extensions. So this kind of network diagram will be there. And this can be integrated with all popular PBAs. This can be integrated with any kind of CRM application. All calls should be recorded and reporting. So this kind of details will be available. So I would like to ask to Vishal. So Vishal will present one is the work from home concept, how it will be worked. And second is there are maybe 3 to 4 customers case studies who are using our solutions. So Vishal, please from your end.
Hello. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, please go ahead. Very
Okay.
good.
I will share my screen. Hello. My screen is visible?
Yes,
Hello. Raj.
sir. Yes, sir. We are able to see your screen.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. So we are going to take some case studies. Okay. The one case study is from government e-marketplace, which is from GEM. Okay. So why they are using means what is the purpose of taking this solution? So the what is GEM? Okay. So GEM is the dedicated e-marketplace. I think in India we all know about the GEM. Okay. So government organizations who want to procure some services, then they can take it from the GEM. Or if some seller want to sell something, then they can upload the product on the GEM. Okay. So their main problem is they want to manage the help desk very effectively. Okay. And for that purpose, they are using our telephony and our CRM solution. Okay. So now GEM at GEM, there are different locations. Okay. So there are 3 different locations. Okay. And there are 2 different toll-free numbers. Okay. And at 3 different locations, there are 8 PRI lines. So in one PRI, there is 30 channels. So in 8 PRI, there are 240 simultaneous calls. Okay. So they can handle 240 simultaneous calls. The infrastructure is scalable. So instead of 8, if they want to increase the PRI, then they can increase the PRI line also. Number of agents are more than 130 and daily calls are more than 12,000. Okay. In-depth reporting with recording. So in call center, if you call the GEM, then there will be the IVR, then there are different options. And as per the option, the call will be diverted to the agents. So in GEM, they get the different types of reports, like what is the service level, means within how many seconds agents has answered the calls, or how many calls are abundant, what is the abundant percentage. So everything will be on live dashboard. So they can see it on a live screen. Okay. The telephony solution is tightly integrated with our CRM. So whatever Tawfiq Bhai has told, that whenever there is an incoming call, so they can see the data of the customers. So they don't have to ask the name or from which organization. It will be automatically populated on the CRM screen, and then they can directly create. They can directly understand the problem and they can create the ticket from the CRM itself. So there are IVR, which is a multi-level IVR. Okay. So if they press 1 for buyers, then there are multiple options. What is the for one, press 1 for bids, like that. So there are multi-levels. There is an automatic call distribution, ACD. So call will be routed in the round robin fashion. So if one agent is busy, then it will be automatically jumping to the another agents. Okay. Live call dashboards. So as I mentioned that there is a big screen, so they can view the real-time dashboard. Either agents has taken the break, he is busy, agent is ringing. So that live dashboard is visible. And they can monitor all the agents' activity on that live dashboard. Also, they have put the feedback IVR. So whenever the call is going to end, so before ending, agent is transferring the call to the feedback IVR. So where they are taking the feedback that how's the our support, press 1 for poor, press 2 for good, like that. And that IVR is input will be taken into the Synapse, and that report can be seen by their managers. In government organization, we have given this solution to other organization also. One is the Thane Police Center, which is the dial and rate. Okay. In Maharashtra, we have given it to Maha Online, MP Online, and in Gujarat there is a electric company, means which provider company, DGVCL, and then Maharashtra Police, means Nagpur City dial and rate is also using this solution. Then there is another case study from Global Hospital. So hospitals, and there are many other labs and medical related organizations are using the Synapse. Okay. So they want to manage the patient's query and appointments very effectively. Okay. And also there is one unique requirement, which is the hospital codes they want to manage, which is an emergency code. Okay. I will explain that in the case study. Now in hospital, they already have EPBX. So we want to integrate, they want to integrate that EPBX with Synapse. So their EPBX call will be also recorded on the Synapse server. So we have integrated our telephony with EPBX. So there are more than 400 extension is integrated. Now for call center team, there is only 5 agents. So reporting is required for 5 agents only, but analog phone reporting is also generated on the Synapse. They also have the IVR and reporting and recording, and they are also using the CRM also. So if any patients calls, then they can get the details, and as per the option selected on the IVR, they are transferring the call and they are giving the support. Also, they are using the missed call management. So in hospital, emergency is very important. So if some patient's missed call is there, then they will see that missed call on their CRM, and they will immediately do the call back. So that is possible with using the CRM integration. Also, they are managing the hospital codes. So in hospital, this is the 10th floor hospital. So if suppose there is an emergency on 9th floor, so 9th floor people will dial some code, emergency code from their phone, like 777, and they will tell that there is an emergency on 9th floor at this department, and then they disconnect the call. When they disconnect a call, our telephony solution will dial the call to all the respective doctors and nurses on their mobile phones. When they receive the call, they will listen that message, means pre-recorded message that there is an emergency at 9th floor. So they can get to know that there is an emergency, like that. In healthcare also, we have given this solution to different organizations like Selby Hospital, B. Brown, AG Diagnosis, Pune, Kartavya Healthion, Progenesis IVF Center. Okay. Now there is a third case study of Enjay Investment India Private Limited, which is from Surat, and one of the leading player in the financial service industry. Now their main purpose is they want to manage and reach more leads. So if there is a lead, then they want to contact them and they want to provide the supports. So mainly they are using the CRM mobile application to make the call. And they are also using it in hybrid environment. So if they are in office, then they will call from the computer. If they are out of office, then they will call from the mobile application. And all call will be recorded on the Synapse server. So more than 120 user, and they are using GSM SIM card because they are calling to the leads. So if the customer will block their number, so if they see the mobile number, then there is a chance of call is receiving is more. So they are using GSM gateway, multiple GSM gateway, and 120 plus GSM SIM card is connected to the gateway. Also, they are using the 2 PRI line, and they are managing more than 10,000 calls. Also, there is one feature that they are using is missed call to lead. So if there is some missed call, then automatically lead will be created in the CRM, and that lead will be assigned to their admin person, and then the admin person can assign that lead to the respective team. So any missed call will be there, then lead will be created automatically. So that is the feature, unique feature they are using. There is one more case study is from Armeka Financial Consultants Private Limited, Pune. They are more into the collection process. So they are working with different banks in India, and they are into the recovery and collection process. So for recovery and collection process, they can't do it with manual calling. For recovering process, they have multiple leads, more than lakhs leads per day. So they are using the automated calling. So they are using progressive dialing and predictive dialing for this purpose. Now, in this case, CRM is not ours. They are using their own developed CRM. We have only given the API to develop the predictive dialing and progressive dialing. So there are different servers, more than 7 Synapse server, and agents are more than 450 agents. And they have developed this progressive and predictive dialing at their CRM. Also, they are using the custom voice broadcast. So suppose my due amount is 1,000 rupees and my due date is 1st June, then server will send automatic call to the customer, and they will listen that your due amount is 123 rupees and due date is 1st June. So that is the custom voice broadcast. So their amount will be different and date will be different. Okay. Also, they have their own mobile application, and they've integrated this mobile application with telephony, so they can use this work from home concept. Also, they are getting that recording and reporting. Now, Religare broking. So in stock broking, many organizations are using. So Religare broking is one of the India's financial service company. So there are no agents at Religare. Only purpose is to integrate their LD software. LD means Lita Dita software, which is a stock broking software, and they want to integrate their stock broking software with IVR. So if customer will call to their organization, then I can listen my trades, or if I want to get the report of my trades on the mail, then I can get it from the IVR itself. So there are no agents, only LD software is integrated. So I can get all the trading details, what organization I have taken the share, everything I can get through the IVR. So that is the main purpose. And they are using their one PRLN for this purpose. Also, there are another so many stock broking player like Arihant company, Mangal Keshav from Mumbai, ProStocks from Mumbai, HUR Equity from Kolkata, R Vadiwala from Surat, and Nirman Brokers from Bhopal. And there are so many others also. They are using this type of setup. Okay, so this is from the case study side. Any question?
Shall these case studies are really encouraging, and we can pitch to more and more finance companies with these.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
So thank you, Vishal bhai.
Okay. Any question from the case study?
Swaz bhai, I request to you, you can share maybe if any other customers who are using for the telecalling purpose. So maybe we have implemented in Pune. So you can share some on that also.
AG Diagnostics is one of them. Then Credila Financial from Nasik is there.
Okay.
Then Pugmax was our pioneer customer in Pune. And Retailware Softtech is one, which are using our calling solution for supporting their own software product pan India. So Retailware must have gained much better leverage when using Synapse, because every year end they support their customers over changeover of financial year, and more than 40,000 calls are generated in that time period of 15 days, and they have to support all their customers pan India. So that is a kind of traffic they are handling. Plus their call center also scales up from 5 to 20 or 25 in that time period. And with our Synapse, they can do it very easily. So this is one very strong case study we have been supporting since long, maybe 2012, say abhi tak. And there are many more. I remember giving a solution to Sachivalaya in Bombay, from where 5,000 Nagar Parishads are supported for their computer software, with one more software partner from Bombay. And Kanakia Spaces from Mumbai is there, who is into real estate. They are also using this.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So from our end, for the telecalling team or support team, what will be the help with the help of CRM and telephony that we try to present it. So maybe we will discuss on Q&A and then we end up the sessions.
Thank you very much.
Excuse me.
Yeah, please.
Vishalji, what is your solution about if some telephone is marked as a spam or something on Truecaller? Right now they come with the option like green badge. So did you have any kind of solution for that? Because right now the whatever the numbers marked as a spam or red mark, nobody's picking that phone.
Yes, sir. In that case, many customers are using a call from multiple numbers. Okay. So first call will be tried with the SIM number 1. So now if second time it will be called, or someone will call that if I call to you, so it will come from SIM number 1. You are not receiving the call. Immediately it will dial from the SIM number 2, or it will be dialed from the another PRL line, like that. So
that is a routing is
correct.
available in your software.
Yes, that type of routing is possible. So using that, many customers are using. So they are dialing 3 times with 3 different lines. So if someone will not pick up the first number, then it will be automatically dialed from the second number. So that is possible. Like
and
that.
You know anything about that green badge? Right now, Truecaller is giving a green badge.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, we don't have anything about that for that. So that is from the Truecaller side. So they are making it which is a green, or so for that you have to make your number we have to register your number with Truecaller.
Okay.
And their service is there. Okay, so Truecaller has provided that service if you want to show this your number is in green or red, like that.